Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Hey, I wanted to give a quick tutorial on this NPP three-way switch and how you wire this up. And so I'm going to go over what you need to do, what cable, specifically what cable that you need to cut into, splice into. That's usually the cable that's always in question, is where do I do it at, what cable. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you. This should be fairly quick. Alright, so you're going to need a couple tools. So right here I got 16 gauge wire. I ended up using all the same color wire on mine. So you'll need some zip ties and you will need some connectors. Okay, so right there, get some wires, get some zip ties. Alright, you're going to come back here into the Camaro, and there's going to be 3 screws, 1, 2, 3 on that side, and the same over here, 1, 2, 3. And go ahead and loosen them up right here, all 6 of them. Now when you do this three-way switch, if you choose to do it this way, it's very simple, it's very clean. You'll need a tool to measure how wide the three-way switch is. Alright. Once you get all 6 of these off, this back just pops up, and then there's one plastic rivet that holds the fabric up. Okay, I wish Camaro would make these a little bit better to come off. They sure don't. Alright, there you go. Alright, so right about where this is, there's going to be a clip that goes down into the top of this back end. So you'll just gently pop it up, just like that. Over here, pop it up, and the whole bumper, the whole back, will just come right out. Alright, there we go. There you go. Once that's out, that's fairly easy. Alright, now go ahead and grab my tool. Get you one of these. Get you one of these tools. This is very easy. This will help get all these off, like these. So way back here, right where my finger is, there's going to be one plastic rivet. You're going to need a pop. Alright, so I've done this a couple times, so it just came. There you go. There we go, right like that. Boy, do they make these tough, let me tell you what. Alright, so we're going to continue with doing a three-way switch. So here's a diagram that I pulled off of the Gen5 Camaro forum right here. Here's one of the more crude drawings. It's windy out, so sorry if you hear a little wind. So here's the fuse box right here, and what the gentleman wrote is the blue wire with yellow. You're going to go up, you're going to cut. There's your three-way switch. You got the ground is terminal 1. Terminal 2 is going to go to the wire leading into the box, and then number 3 is going to go to that blue wire with yellow line out to the fuel pump. So here, as I was explaining, is you got to take all this off, all right, and then here, see if we can't get a better picture. So I would say that it's not necessarily a blue, I wouldn't say that's a blue wire, but that it's like a turquoise kind of wire. It's gonna be this wire right here that I'm touching. Again, it's not going to be blue like you typically think, not like a marina blue or a bright blue. It's going to be this like turquoise blue, okay? And that's going to be the one you're going to want to cut, alright? See if we can't get a better. I don't think I'm going to be able to get a good color. Alright, so that's that, okay? And so what I did was I got it all tied up there, okay? So I actually had all one color wire, okay, when I routed mine, when I did mine. So I got the ground here, and I numbered them. Ground, I got this is the number 3 wire, and then down here, right there is the number 2 wire. And then so I zip tied them along this, and it goes up, and then you can see, but they go down there. So over there, what we're looking at, alright, what we're looking at over here is in the back of this car. So I'm doing this as if, alright, so there we go. Alright, so you got this little tab here that you're going to pull on your car, releases your seat. So my wires are right there, and they come down and they feed under there, okay? So, alright, so right about there, that's where the wires are, okay? And then your back seat will pop up, and there's the rest of them. They come down there. And right there's your fuel pump. And how about that? I am not kidding you guys. I had no idea that my freaking crowbar was left in the car. Holy cow. Holy cow. I've been looking all over for that crowbar. Good gracious. Alright, so it goes there, here. Then I fed mine right here, right under the seat. What I was telling everybody in my is that I used the snake, and I was able to snake in there and get those wires ran really good. So this is a little device that I use. It worked really good. It's got a needle type point on it. I put the wires there and taped them up, fed it there. I ended up having to have my wife give me a hand on that. It was a bit tedious. So while I'm in here, let me get my one tool out. Alright. So after you do that, right, this panel I'm going to show you. So they're going to run under there, right, and then they're going to end up coming along here, and where you put your switches, right, everybody does it different. I put mine right smack dab there. You can see it right there is my switch. So number 1 is factory close, is factory. The O, I wired it so that it could be open, and then the 2 is permanently closed. Okay, so mine's usually open all the time. This whole panel right here, this whole panel literally just pops off. Super easy. All right, let's see here. Let me show you real quick another trick. Alright, so real quick, so I will put in the description the 3-way switch that I bought. It ended up coming in pairs, so I got a second one here, so I just wanted to show you guys as I hold the camera to get this open. Is you're going to need a tool to measure the size of it. Alright, so obviously I'm having trouble with this. Alright, so here we go. So this is a switch, this is a 3-way switch right here. Alright, so 1, 0, 2, 3 positions. So there's the 3, that's what it looks like right there. Alright, and so what I ended up doing was I got a tool, alright, I just ran down to Harbor Freight, and you're going to want to measure right there, right underneath this lip, okay? I mean, you guys can see it right under that lip. You're going to want to measure, right? So let's see here. There you go. I want to measure. That's what it measures at right there. Alright. And then I took that. This is about a 21 millimeter. Get you a drill. Now, what I did, what seemed to work, was I was able to go in and find like a Tupperware bowl lid. Something that's plastic but yet sturdy. Cardboard's a little bit too thick and too flimsy. Right? And get you a piece of wood and put your piece of plastic on it, get your drill bit and try it out. And then if you did it like I did on a piece of plastic, again, Tupperware bowl lid, and I was able to put this on, and then you just depress this and you can just pop it right out. Okay, there you go. So you can depress those and pop it right out. The other thing that I did that really saved me a lot of time was when I numbered my wires, was back in here, when you wire everything back here, right, before I ran everything, I ended up testing it out. So I wired it, and then as you saw on that 3-way switch, you have little holes that you can put your wire in. And before I put ends on it, I went ahead and hooked them all up right onto this, and then started the car. Well, I didn't start it, but turned it on, and then mess with the flaps and just make sure they work. So I hope this video helps you guys out, the ones that are still looking for this mod. It's super easy. Again, the hardest part was really getting underneath the seat. Again, I'll show you where I ran mine. I ended up running mine next to the rail. I know you can take these seats out fairly easy, and then probably would have made it easier, but again, I ran mine right here and then right next to the seat. Okay, right there. And then it actually comes up right where that button is. The only thing about these mechanical seats is, man, are they slow. So again, if I was to pull this off, I could feel where that is. And this actually just pops right off, super easy. So there's my wires right there. I put ends on them, and even on this end, you can see I labeled it. And so the wires come up right there. And so I fed from here down and got the snake there. And then after that, boom, it was easy. So, well, I hope this short video helps everybody out. Like I said, it's super quick. I'd probably say a good 40 minutes maybe it took me. I'm very tedious in making sure that it worked before I wired everything. So let me know in the comments what you think, if it helped you out. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments. Alright, y'all have a good one.